Listen to that. Go big or go home. The DMC motto. Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're in Livingston, New Jersey to visit Jeff Bornstein and check out a couple of his cars. And Jeff's part of the Dead Man's Curve Car Club, and these guys build some pretty wild machines. Looks like Jeff fits right in. Check these babies out. Jeff, great to see you again, man.
Hey. It's good to see you too. Welcome back.
Great to be back. You guys are always so much fun to hang around with. I mean, Dead Man's Curve guys, you're all insane.
You think we're a
Yeah,
little,
I
we're a little
do,
crazy,
but I respect that. And you know, we were here about a year ago. Everybody's always working on something. And this was what you were working on at the time. It was in your shop and all that. I could tell it was a pretty mean machine then, but she's alive.
She's complete. Here she is,
Man.
in the flesh.
And what a color you got going
yeah.
here, man. It looks pretty deep, but there's some great looking
yeah.
flake in there. This isn't the Plum Crazy. What is it?
No, it's called the Perfect Purple, and as you can see, it is perfect.
It's absolutely perfect.
It's a PPG color.
It's nice that you have it up here so I can look closely at it. It's clear up here. What is it, 66 satellite, right?
Correct, yep.
They didn't sit like this from the factory, did
No, this was about 16 to 18 inches lower when we first got her.
So where'd you find this baby? I mean, this thing's straight as an arrow. Doesn't look like there's a speck of rust on it. This thing isn't from Jersey.
No, not at all. Actually, it's from the other coast. Came from California.
The left coast.
Yeah, and found it on eBay. Kind of bought it sight unseen. One of the guys in the club said, "Oh, you know, you got to go look at these things. How are you going to know?" I said, "It's $5,000. I'm
just going to buy it, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to buy it." Well, had to ship back to the Hot Rod Farm.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there to accept it. Raider Rich was there, and he goes, "You got to see this thing."
And was that a good thing?
It was a good thing. He said, "This thing's as straight as an arrow. Everything on it's near perfect."
Really?
He goes, "It's a good donor car."
And you know what we do with donor cars. Yes, I'm looking at it right now. So I mean, like all the trim and stuff, that's original?
All original.
Wow.
All original. Polished it up a little bit. Bumpers re-chromed.
And that's basically Rich's work right there. He's a straight axle guy, right?
Oh yeah, he is probably one of the best in the country. He's done over 100 of them, well over 100 of them. And
He pretty much made it up, right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. He's got that 55 Chevy that everybody's seen. He did that back in 73 or 4.
something like that, yeah. So, I mean, do you basically throw away everything suspension-wise and start over?
Pretty much. Just put it up on the lift, gut the front end.
That's it. It's all gone.
Shell gone, and start from scratch, putting the brackets on and lining everything up, the axle and so forth, and the springs. Actually, this is the second set of springs. The first set, we had a little issue when we put the headers on.
Oh, really?
The headers were in the way of the spring.
Oh,
or the
yeah.
springs were in the way of the header. Whatever you want.
Bottom line, it didn't work.
It didn't work. So we took the springs back out and
Then she
got it to where it is today. You can still see it's pretty close, but
It's really close.
but we made it. I made it work. It's a beautiful interior.
It is.
You know, it's got the Western scroll, they call it, and it's just
And this is the original fabric?
And it's just an oddball thing. And I said, I gotta leave it. You know, and I mean, look at it. It's got some issues, but nothing.
Well, it's 1966.
Yeah.
I can't believe it survived. Your chrome surrounds and stuff look awful nice, though. Did you redo those?
I just had the cluster redone and the glove box. Everything else is original.
Wow.
That's it.
Even headliner?
That's a new headliner.
Oh.
That was hanging when we got it.
Yeah,
That one thing that was rotted out.
If that lasted.
Yeah, no, that
that'd
was
be
one
amazing.
thing that we did have to replace.
But you know, this is a great roof line to begin with, and then what you've done here, you know, giving it that 70s custom look with your paint here.
Yeah. It's something I had to do.
Just had to do it.
It's something you probably can't see in the top,
There's
but
some up there
it's
too,
got
huh?
some panels up there and everything, you know.
Did you replace these?
Those are new, yes.
Yeah, because they look really good.
Yeah, and they were hard to find.
Oh, I'll bet.
They were hard to find. The old ones were pitted, and to try to re-chrome them and get them back to new, it just wasn't happening. So I ended up with the new set, you know.
Well, and you got, some pretty good sized slicks back here, of course.
Yeah, it's part of our signature
Part
also.
of your signature look. Yes.
Go big or go home.
Yes. Sit 4 feet high, big slicks. It's Dead Man's Curve. You're badged 426. I think it's even bigger than that, though.
It is.
Let's go look at it.
Okay. It's actually It was supposed to be a 426, but it ended up being a 572 Hemi.
Oh, really?
It's a little bigger than I envisioned, but
Barely fits in there, man.
oh my God, we shoehorned it in. It was, let me tell you, one heck of a job getting this sucker in there.
One side looks actually even worse than the other.
Yeah, the driver's side was
Got everything, right?
I pulled our hair out trying to get that thing in, and the headers are in the way.
You know, I noticed this is kind of weird, but your cut's not in the center of the hood.
We didn't realize it until got the motor in and everything, and then Rich is standing, he's going, the motor's off center. And going like, oh, it is,
Yeah, it
you're
is,
right,
yeah.
or whatever. And we were like scratching our heads. It's like, I mean, this is these were aftermarket specialty motor mounts that we use that are made just for this application. And like, you know, but then we started looking at other Hemis and
they're all
magazines and
that
stuff,
way?
and they're all shifted slightly, probably for clearances,
Well,
just
probably,
for
yeah.
the
An inch and a half, maybe something
yeah,
like that.
somewhere
How
there.
about that? I had never seen that
Yeah, and
before.
you know, unless you bring it up to somebody, they don't
They don't notice it,
you know.
right? But once she's
Yeah.
open, it's like,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
yeah, that is, it's not quite the center, is it? You know,
So
but-
who built the motor? This is
this is an Arusa performance motor. He's like the guru of Hemis. He did some stuff for the Earnhardts and the Pettys
Really?
back in the day.
Wow.
And I sent it down to him because he wanted to put his own manifold on
Yeah.
when he built the motor and everything. I sent it down to him. He goes, I never did this, the tunnel ram on one of these motors, you know. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I go, all right, I appreciate it. And he goes, if it doesn't work, then we'll go some other route. Well, when he put it on, he called me up and he talks like this. He says, hey, dude, he goes, you unbelievable. This thing is unbelievable. He goes, I've never had one run so good. Right off the bat, this tunnel ram, he goes, I'm going out and buy one for myself. That's how good it is. So he did.
no kidding.
Yeah.
So this thing is probably just incredibly strong.
It's quite strong. It's probably pushing 700 plus horsepower, so I'm told.
Now this is about as fresh as it gets. But do you think we could roll it around a little bit, have a little fun?
Sure,
I've
absolutely.
never driven something like this. I suppose I could.
Can you handle it?
Oh, I can handle it.
Okay.
All right, close it up, man. Let's take this baby out.
Let's go.
Kind of step up a bit, don't you?
Gonna jump in.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Big delight.
Here we go. Golly, she sounds healthy.
Woo. Oh, she is. It wants to go.
It does want to go. You could probably lift the front wheels off
I'm hoping.
if you hammered this.
I'm hoping.
Well, you sure get a good view from up here.
You're right.
This is ridiculous.
Is this four-wheel drive?
I feel like I need an oxygen mask.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad.
Oh, the altitude's getting to me, man. I don't know. I feel lightheaded.
Dead Man's Curve, we don't do anything small.
No, you don't. I've noticed that. I've noticed that. You guys are kind of insane.
Yeah. How's it feel?
It feels great, actually.
Okay,
You know,
all
I'm surprised. And again, I'm way up here, but the steering is wonderful on it. And a torque flight tranny, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Torque flight?
Yep.
Well, they can take the horsepower.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we just hope the suspension can take the horsepower. If not, I'll be back at Raider Rich's and a little...
Calling Dr. Conklin. Calling
Yeah.
Dr. Conklin.
Yeah, right? The hot rod farm where good cars come to get hired.
But you really haven't modified the body hardly at all, have you?
No, there's no body modification except for the little hole in the hood.
Oh, that little hole, yeah. Oh, that.
Well, we had to. That's just us.
It is just
If there's
you.
not something sticking through the hood, it's not us.
I'm really surprised, for as much horsepower as you got and everything, how like somewhat civilized this engine seems. I mean, we're able to lope around and it's not, you don't have a huge cam and it's like woof,
No,
woof,
no,
woof.
it was built for the street.
It was built
But
for your
max-
wife.
Right, for my wife, right. But max horsepower. It's her color. I don't know if it's her size or not. She's a little intimidated by the size of this.
Gee, I can't imagine why. And this really is one of the first times this baby's been out, but
Yeah.
this is going to
Yeah.
get some attention.
You
man.
think?
Like, yeah, I kind of think. But you got that beautiful 32. That's kind of down low. It
Yes.
looks like fun.
Yes.
We can take that baby out and have.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right, I like that idea.
Home, James.
Home, James. Once around the park, Jeeves. That satellite is insane.
You like that?
Oh man, that thing is crazy. But that engine, at least you don't have it all cammed up.
I wanted to keep it,
A
fairly
mild,
quiet.
what, 572 heavy. Yeah, yeah. Serious. But this is what you had out at the farm last time we were. This is just a stunning 32. This is a beautiful car.
I had a coupe, and Rich had a Roadster body, Raider Rich. I always wanted a Roadster, so we swapped bodies, and one night having a couple of beers, and the rest was history. We started tearing it apart. We can't leave well enough alone. I just had a regular small block engine at the time, just a 350, just a crate motor.
What are we looking at now?
This is also a 350. It's not nearly a crate motor, as you can see. It's a Big Al blown motor with a Wien style blower.
Edelbrock's?
The Edelbrock 650s up there, and the velocity stacks is kind of one of our signature things.
Yes,
on Dead Man's
yes.
Curve, too.
You've got this pretty much the same stacks on the satellite, don't you?
Exactly. We like to build them pretty much nostalgic, I guess you want to say. I mean, we got some little twists here and there, but we try to, a lot of chrome, nostalgia parts.
Your Beehive fuel filter.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. The moon tank on the front.
Yeah, this got kind of a moon theme throughout it, doesn't it? Now, is it on a 32 frame?
Yes, it is. Yep. It's 32. It's one of the repro frames, but it's the 32 stamped frame. Whatever.
And then you guys do a whole lot of beefing and stuff like that, don't you?
Yeah, we box everything. Rich does most of the welding for us, I should say. Once he's done with everything, then back to my shop.
Yeah. Now, are these like aftermarket headers, or do you guys build your own?
These are not ones that we have built. Big Al had them hanging up somewhere.
But hey, I think those will fit.
Yeah, I've tried to get another set, and he goes, I don't know where I got them from, and I don't know if I made them or not.
So don't screw them up.
Yeah, don't mess them up.
So what are you pumping out with this now, do you think?
400 plus horsepower.
On a
probably.
pretty lightweight car.
Yeah, it'll get up and go. It'll get up and go.
What caught my eye when I saw it the first time was just this radiant red
The
interior.
lipstick red interior, as we call it.
Red, man. It really it almost glows, but I love it with the black.
Yeah.
It just
it
totally works.
Again, I had a vision, and I went to the interior shop, and he threw at me some colors, and I go, that's the one I'm gonna have. The guys in the club, they're, red interior, I don't know. But when he saw it, it was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, it almost glows. I mean, it's really radiant.
Yeah.
And here again, moon's everywhere, right?
Yep. The moon gauges and everything. Subtle touches, nothing high tech, as we like to call it, or whatever.
Yeah, and then the wide white slicks, Raider wheels. I mean,
gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
It's part of the mist.
No, it really does look great. And even your blue dot taillights. I mean, this is a beautiful car.
Yeah, everybody usually does the teardrop taillights. I like to be a little different. Everybody has the teardrops. I mean, you can look at 132s, and probably 75 of them have the teardrops.
Any idea what these are from, or you just found them in a swap meet?
I don't remember what they're from.
But they sure look good.
Yeah.
So how's she run?
Runs really good.
Good as it looks?
Oh, good. Better than it looks.
Better than it looks. Well, that must be pretty good then.
It'll break loose on you. You got to be careful.
It sounds like fun. Can I drive this baby? I'd love to take this baby.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be honored.
Pleasure's all mine. Let's go. Fire this baby up.
Let's give her a shot.
Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, it's just turn me loose. Turn me loose.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. Just get in it and go for a little cruise, whatever.
Terrorize the neighborhood. This is a little bit loud.
You think?
Yeah, I can barely hear myself think, actually.
I once had a cop pull up next to me, and he's saying something. I finally shut it down. So what do you want? He goes, the thing's awful loud. I go, I know.
What? I can't hear you.
Yeehaw!
I love that shift.
Second, yeah. It'll crack the tires loose like that. Yeah.
It can't weigh much.
Probably 1,800 pounds, maybe top.
What kind of horsepower?
Pushing 400 plus, you know.
That's plenty for this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat this Audi. What do you say?
Yeah, let's go.
I really like this. I mean, this is really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So until our next meeting, remember, honor the timeless classics. I'm Dennis Page. Happy motoring.